Hi everyone and welcome. Happy New Year, happy Austera, happy spring equinox, and happy Aries season. So today's reading is going to be focused on new beginnings to expect during this season. It is going to be separated by each element, so fire signs, water signs, air signs, and earth signs. Okay, so I will have the timestamps below, and we are gonna get into this reading starting with the fire signs. Hi fire signs, so let's get into the reading and let's see what is going to come up for you during this spring equinox, Austera, new moon, Aries season. Okay. We're going to be using the Mahogany Tarot throughout this entire reading, and we are going to also use a tarot spread. So the first card we're looking at is balance. The first placement is balance. So what do I need to balance, or what needs balance in my life, fire signs? I'm a fire sign too, so what do fire signs need to balance, or what needs balance in their lives at this time? We have strength. Where do fire signs need to grow and spend their time and energy? The Magician. What is coming back to fire signs' lives soon? What is coming back into the fire signs' lives soon? Eight of Wands. So forward movement, energy, right up your alley. Especially, I guess after this Pisces season, we always get a bolt of energy for Aries, right? So let's see. What energies are in abundance around fire signs right now? What energies are in abundance around the fire signs right now? Six of Pentacles. And how can fire signs harness the equinox energy to their benefit? Not burning out, that's for sure. Okay. The bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Pentacles. Obviously, be a little bit more courageous in your life. There's a lot of forward movement going on right now, and I think that it really started with probably today, Aries season. I will say this, I am a fire sign, and my day started off today by getting rid of my car that has been sitting in my parking lot for months unused, and it was just one of those big major changes in my life, you know, or like a major shift. And as soon as it got picked up, I felt a weight lifted on my shoulder, and I feel like so did my neighbors too, because the car is no longer sitting there, you know. So there's a lot of forward movement, a lot of flowing of energy. Also, you know, I'm putting out, I'm just going to use that as an example of my car, right? So I got rid of the old to make space for new things. I also have been going through my closet and getting rid of clothes that I don't use, and I know other people that have been doing this. This is kind of like what people do during the spring cleaning kind of thing. So getting rid of the old and not and any attachments that you have any attachments that you have to things that are no longer being used or serving you. You just gotta let it go and make space for things that you actually want in your life. Like me, I want a new car and I want different clothes or a different style, you know what I mean? So it's really about getting the courage and having persistence to go after your goals or any new things that you want to create in your life, and manifesting it, making it happen, putting in the effort that you need in order to be reflected back by the universe, right? So I have been doing a lot of candle magic. I've been doing a lot of spell work that way, or handwritten spells, or just like journaling kind of thing, in a way that is somewhat predicting my future, you know what I mean? Or like me writing out the future that I want to create in my life over the next couple of months. Let's just start there, right? Yeah, so like putting all this effort, but making sure that you're not allowing yourself to burn out either, right? So after this Aries season, I am not too versed in astrology. I will say not yet. It is a major interest for me, just because it affects all of our lives, whether we're educated it or not, right? So I will say that astrologically, yes, we're going through this new moon, this Aries season, it's the spring equinox. It's Aries at 0 degrees, super, super significant. But in like less than 30 days, or approximately 30 days, it's gonna be Mercury retrograde, right? And I'm not saying that as to scare anybody, but it's also like we're gonna have all this burst of energy, and then we're gonna be asked to slow down. And you don't want to get into the retrograde as burned out, so you want to put in forward movement. You want to definitely make a lot of effort, so that when that retrograde does come around, or just you want to plant the seeds now, so that if anything comes up later on, you want to have some kind of energetic flow behind you, right? So if you're putting all this good energy and good intentions and consistently making an effort towards your goals, when any kind of setbacks or delays comes, because that's all about balance, right? So when it comes into your life, you're going to be more prepared. It may not affect you as deeply, also pay attention to your intuition, just when you're making major decisions. But otherwise, I really do think that this can be a very fruitful time, or maybe not fruitful, but this is the time where you're going to be planting the seeds, okay? So not overdoing things to the point where you're going to feel depleted and your energy is going to feel depleted, and then that's just going to cause so much that's going to cause setbacks within itself, because then you're going to be mentally drained and not be able to function at an optimal level. But I do think this is great energy, and as a fire sign with a Sagittarius stellium, I feel like this is where my life is right now. So I'm hoping that it reflects with you guys too, that you have also been noticing the forward movement or the positive changes in your life, and just all these major shifts. Like, it could be a reset. It can feel that way because it's the new year, you know, it's Aries season. It's just a lot of energy flow right now. Okay, and so just have confidence in yourself. Maybe, you know, not to the point, because it said balance, right? So try not to be so egotistical or not be in your ego so much, but definitely have confidence in yourself that you're able to accomplish or achieve anything that you have your mind set on right now. Not so much pertaining to another person, because people have free wills, you know, of their own, but just, you know, taking control of yourself and your actions and how you want that to be reflected for your future. You know, whatever seeds you plant today are going to sprout something, you know, eventually, right? And bloom, hopefully, as well. So this seems like a very good place to be in right now. Okay, fire signs. Let's just see what we got over here. Okay, so we are gonna get into a little bit of oracle cards for my fire signs. We can still keep this here. I love that deck so much. We're just gonna pull some from do you want to pull from here? Okay, I'm gonna pull from the Taino Oracle. We're just gonna see what energies may come up during the spring equinox. What energies may come up during the spring equinox? Secrets. I mean, the spring season, Aries season. What energies may come up? We have disturbance. What energies may come up at this time for fire signs? Anger, wisdom, elders. So it is Aries season, so I would say try not to let anger get the best of you at this time, because it can happen very easily. Storms, chaos. Okay, yeah. Try not to give in to the chaos, okay? I know that's how y'all Aries like it, and us fire signs, I'm super fiery. You know, it can happen in an instant, but then it also burns out just as quickly sometimes. But okay, so what I'm getting is that if you want to be straightforward, if I want to be straightforward, is that somebody may be coming up to you, or people may be revealed, or situations may be revealed at this time that may cause somewhat of a disturbance or some discomfort in your life. And this discomfort, whether good or bad, may just cause some kind of anger in you, you know, or just some kind of fiery feeling. It may feel like chaotic, the energy may feel chaotic, but I would say that ultimately, whether it seems good or bad, it all is somewhat good, just because the truth is being revealed at this time, whether it's what you wanted to hear or not. It's just, you know, coming up to the surface, so it can remove any uncertain energies and redirect you in a path that is more, I would say, more honest and authentic to you. I do get the feeling that a lot of you are not gonna be so happy about what is being said, but yeah. It can also come up as a lesson for you to kind of like test your patience or test your mood, or you know, your ability to control your emotions, kind of thing. But this is what I feel like is coming up during this season, so take caution, okay, about how you're reacting. And also, if anger does come up, it is a very powerful energy to work with, as far as like when it comes to manifestation. You know, if something really fires you up, direct that anger, because it's such an intense and strong emotion. Try to direct it towards something creative in your life. And you can say that you're not creative by, yeah, maybe you're not like an artist or like a painter or whatever, but like dance or something. You know, redirect your energy, put your body in motion, or bike, or you know, be active with your physical body, or yell like out in a forest all alone, kind of thing, or even journaling. Just doing some kind of like action is gonna be very beneficial to you at this time, okay? And especially if something angers you, use that and ask guidance from your elders as well. If something really does come up that makes you you feel like you can't control your emotions, ask your spirit guides and any elders for support and guidance during that time. I would recommend doing that. It is definitely something that I'm doing, asking for support in that way from my spirit guides. Do some candle magic would be also very beneficial, but if that's not sort of your thing, then I would just stay in gratitude that whatever comes to light is meant to at this time in order to be released and to move forward with more clarity, okay? Because you're not in the dark anymore. So with that being said, my fire signs, I am going to pull. What am I going to pull? Okay, I'm going to pull some cards from the Desert Oracle, High Desert Oracle, that was recently gifted to me by my sister, another deck. So greatly appreciate it. I love this deck. So we're gonna pull some cards to help guide you, okay, during this spring season, Aries season, okay? So let's see what comes up for our fire signs at this time. What comes up for our fire signs? We have protection. The card reads, okay, let's see if I can. The card reads, the hummingbird is highly protective of its territory. Now is the time for protection. We all long to feel safe in our homes, relationships, and work. Work on helping yourself and others to feel more secure and comfortable. Then we have observe. Pronghorns are ancient mammals from the Pleistocene era, inhabiting, sorry if I said that correctly, Pleistocene era, inhabiting North America long before humans. This is the time to observe a situation without being pulled into engaging or reacting to the drama. Let it be. Okay, so again, if something angers you during this season, try not to get all fired up as you may want to, because as a fire sign with the stellium in fire signs, I understand. And it's taken me a long time to try not to act or react in a negative way, in a, physical way to certain things. And it is a skill to just observe and trust that the universe will sort it out for you, okay? Let's pull 2 more. You're being protected, okay? Relaxation. It says, now is the time to rest and recharge. Make sure to schedule downtime for yourself every day. Do whatever relaxes you. Read a book, take a nap, known as forest bathing. Sitting or strolling in nature is calming and can boost your immune system. Okay, so spending time with animals, spending time in nature, in solitude, making sure that you're able to relax. Again, no burning out. Definitely make time for yourself and your well-being. Self-care is super important at this time so you don't overextend yourself, okay? So let's get one more card for fire signs. Let's see. Fire signs, one more card as guidance. Jump to conclusions. Be sure you have all the information before making any decisions. Keep an open mind and be patient. More will come to light. Doing this will save you time and problems in the long run, even if you are anxious to get started. Okay, so if something doesn't go your way or something is getting delayed, oh, sorry, my foot fell asleep. If something doesn't go your way or is getting delayed, please try not to overreact and jump to conclusions about these things. It is happening for a reason that may not be revealed at this moment, okay? So make sure that you're observing instead of reacting. Relax with the thought and with the understanding that the universe has your back, okay? And is there to support you and protect you, okay? Try not to jump to conclusions. Understand that anything negative that's happening in your life is a result of divine timing and also divine protection, okay? It means that whatever it is that left wasn't for you, and whatever hasn't come to fruition yet is not ready, okay? So be patient. Make sure that you are persistent when it comes to your goals. Try to stay creative, but in a balanced way, that you're not putting too much energy out and not enough energy in, towards your health, really. Okay, fire signs, so that is what I have for you during this time. I hope that it was very insightful for you, and I hope you have a great spring season. Again, happy birthday to all you Aries out there. I have a great time with my Aries friends. They Aries friends, and honestly, I get along most with fire signs, so y'all are the funnest, and I just hope you have a great season, okay? High water signs, so today's reading is going to be focused on what energies will come up during this spring equinox, this spring season, this Aries season, and even this new moon, okay? New beginnings, it comes up. So let's see what comes up for you. during this time. Today's reading, we're gonna follow a tarot spread and we'll just see what comes up, okay? So the first placement is about balance. So what do water signs need to balance, or what needs balance in their lives? What do water signs currently need to balance during this season, and or what needs balance in their lives? We have 9 of Pentacles. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. Okay, what do water signs need to grow, and where do they need to spend their time and energy? Where do water signs need to grow, and where do they spend their time and energy? Where do water signs need to grow, and where do they spend their time and energy? Justice. Okay. What is coming back soon? What is regenerating in water signs' life? What is regenerating in their lives right now? What is regenerating in water signs' life right now? We have 5 of Pentacles. Don't worry, it's not as scary as it looks. What energies are in abundance around water signs right now? What energies are in abundance around water signs right now? Queen of Swords. And how can water signs harness the equinox's energy to their benefit? How can water signs harness the equinox, this new moon, this Aries season? We have 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, what I would say for you, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, is that this is a season where you are coming out of this lack mentality, this maybe delay in your blessings, just this kind of bad funk you've been in, maybe even not feeling supported, or just like having a stroke of bad luck. And this is a time where that is coming out, coming out of, phasing out. And so even though it's in the regeneration, it's more like you're being regenerated, like this, you're coming back into a abundant and fruitful time in your life. Any energy that you've been putting out there, and because it came out in the position of potential and what you can harness, the more energy you put out towards, and this may be for all the signs, because we're all going through new beginnings, so it is a time for what you reap, you will sow. No, what you sow, you will reap, right? So what are you trying to plant at this time that's going to get you out of this funk? Because justice is right here for growth. You know, the more that you grow, the more that you put out there into your living a self-sustainable life, or just becoming more independent and free of any kind of hindrances that you have had over the last couple of months, I would say you are getting out of that and reaping the rewards. Okay, so this is more like, maybe you had a bad winter, you know, maybe you were out in the cold during this winter, and now that spring has sprung, you know, you have, I think you've learned a lot from those experiences and those lessons, and you're pursuing this new beginning in a way that's not super duper emotional, but more like what makes sense. Okay, so I am, not to get so personal, but I am a Cancer rising, right? So yes, there's been like a funk that I may have gone through, but those always bring lessons to them, and then I'm able to approach life in general in a less emotional point, from a less emotional point, and a more like experienced way, more, I guess it would be logical, or like, you know, a mindful, I would say mindful way, mindful of my actions, mindful of what I say and what energy I'm putting out in the universe. Because if I am mindful of what emotions I let myself dwell in, you know, mindful of who I'm surrounding myself with at this time, or, you know, where I'm putting my energy and who I'm investing in energetically, and all of that. Who am I giving? Who are you, water signs, giving your energy to? Who is worth investing in at this time? I think that during this period, this wintry period, you may have realized who you could and could not trust, or what situations worked for you and what didn't. What roads are you going to not take again because it didn't lead you to somewhere good? It actually led you to somewhere like this. Again, I think that the more that you nurture yourself, the more that you nurture your friends or family or pets or anything that you think it's worth investing in. And also, not just, it could be your projects, like your creative projects, or, you know, where are your passions at this time, and what energy do you want to put towards those areas? You know, it's all about, this whole season's about forward movement. Okay, and you're gonna get the justice that you deserve, but that could be good or bad. You know, that could be towards your being able to support yourself and, you know, come out on top and really shine into the light that you possess. Or if you don't have the confidence and you're not believing in yourself and your capabilities, then you are going to remain in this energy. Okay, water signs? So if you need to change your perspective at this time, that is what I recommend. And I would also recommend investing in people and things that you can trust, you know, like people you can trust, and also like things that make you happy, okay, or are worth investing in. I would do some research at this time, just try not to be so much in an emotional state, okay? So, well, you know, you're probably always emotional. I know I'm always emotional, but not letting my emotions control me is about staying in control of them, okay? So we're gonna pull some oracle cards from the Taino oracle. So what energies? No, this deck is, let me see. Okay, we're gonna pull some energy. So half of the deck was upright and the other one was like facing inward. So what energies can water signs expect at this time during this spring season, Aries season? What can water signs expect? What kind of energies? We have wisdom and warriors. Guacar. We have, sorry, I do not know the Arawak language, but trigonolito, interconnected. For water signs, we have, you know, if you guys saw earlier, it was face up, but I didn't take it because the whole deck was messed up. But it was meant to come out. Sky Father, strength and responsibility. What? Ukachu? Honestly, I don't know. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering. And let's see. One more card for water signs. We have one more card for water signs. What energies to expect? Okay, that's great. Utia, renewal and rebirth. So I would say now is not a time to dwell in the past, you know, just like let the past stay there and focus on what effort you're gonna make to change your life, you know? So what are you gonna do in order to get rid of that which makes you suffer? Okay, what are you gonna do to get rid of that? And are you gonna be responsible for your actions and be more accountable? You know, everything is connected. So yes, you can't control if somebody else did something to you, but you can control your reaction to it, and you can control how you've contributed to a situation in that way. And you know what, and you can just learn from it. Okay, so I think it's just more about, maybe it's not so directed towards another person. I really do think that water signs, yours is more directed towards changing your mindset on how you view your life, getting rid of this lack mentality, trying to move on from any past pains and not dwelling on that, and just, you know, focusing more on putting energy towards this renewal and this rebirth. Using your emotions in a positive way. Understanding, sitting with yourself more and sitting with your emotions more. Maybe not getting upset with yourself if you do feel emotional, but more like trying to become more emotionally intelligent. So recognizing what emotion you are feeling, why are you feeling this way, what is it about your inner child that may be triggered at that moment, and understanding how all of this is somewhat connected, right? And what you can do in order to relieve yourself from the pain that may be attached to whatever comes up, and working with it, okay? Not getting upset with yourself, but more like working with the energy in order to redirect, okay? So I think during this season, it's more about your mental work and your emotional work, okay? That'll lead you to making physical changes in your life. Even if that means just going outside for a breath of fresh air, in order to cool off, or reading affirmations to yourself every day kind of thing, in order to change your mindset on a specific situation. Writing checks out to yourself, a one check and carrying it in your wallet kind of thing, or writing out your plan for the next 3 months. What are you going to do to make some major changes in your life? That's something that you should focus on right now, okay? So let's see. We're going to pull some cards from another oracle deck we have. So we're going to pull some oracle cards from this High Desert Oracle gifted to me by my sister. So what guidance should we give to water signs at this time? What guidance should we give to water signs during this spring season? We have delicate. A delicate situation can only be dealt with in a delicate manner. Be calm, supportive, and use discretion in these circumstances. Subtle tact and consideration is the only way to move forward. Let go of your own ego. Okay? Let go of your own ego. Let's see water signs. Energies to expect. Self-care. Focusing on your own needs are essential. If your own requirements are not met, you will have nothing to give to others. Exhaustion, feelings of overwhelm, having a short temper, these are all side effects from not taking time for self-care. Okay, so it is Aries season. That means we are more likely to be a little bit hot-headed, a little bit more aggressive, a little more emotional, and it's not really the time to just lash out, okay? It's more like if the situation is delicate, meaning like if it's if something major comes into your life or gets revealed in a way that can affect the rest of your life, try not to blow up at that moment, okay? Because you can really lose friends that way, you can lose your job that way, you can lose, anything if you just blow up in the moment. You have to really take some time. You have to be patient and calm. Try to take care of yourself. If you're reacting in an extreme way, just detach. Try your best to detach from the situation and not, be so impulsive in the moment. Because really, like, I forget what the saying is, but it's like, I really don't remember what the whole saying is, so I'm just gonna say what the message was, but it's like one moment can change the rest of your life, and so if you react in an extreme negative way to something, it can really affect you for the rest of your life. But if you really sit and understand that certain things requires more care for yourself, and you also don't want to just burn bridges either, right? So put yourself in a position where you won't regret anything, okay? And take care of yourself in that way. If you need to sleep on something, sleep on it. If you need to remove yourself by taking that walk, take that walk. Don't let your emotions control you during this season. 2 more cards for water signs. Non-attachment, exactly. Desire and attachment are the way to suffering. We suffer when we don't get what we think we want, or when we lose what we think we have. Nothing is permanent or unchanging. Practice non-attachment to material items and specific outcomes. So practice the art of detaching, okay? It is a skill, it is an art. Detach yourself as best as you can from a situation that is harmful to you or just needs more time to be dealt with, okay? Water signs, you got this, don't worry. We all Aries season is intense, but we got this. Let's see. Shed your old ways of thinking and your old ways of being. Shedding the past and forgiving any perceived wrongs is necessary. We have all been the giver and receiver of hurt, whether intentional or not. Now is the time to bury the hatchet, acknowledge the emotion, and then let it go. So, try not to hold any grudges, okay? Anything of that sort. That's what holds us back. Not forgiving others or ourselves. That keeps us from growing. That keeps us from loving ourselves and others. It keeps us stagnant. And so we have to keep on shedding the old in order to unfold the new and reveal the goodness that is out there, okay? So it could also mean shedding the old, like spring cleaning. Do that spring cleaning. It could be physical, like, getting rid of your winter clothes and putting up your spring clothes or summer clothes, donating clothes to those who need it, or just making space in your house for new things and getting rid of things that you're no longer using, or just sitting there and maybe even broken and you just don't get rid of it, throwing out your trash, doing your dishes, Also, old ways of thinking. If I didn't say that already, I feel like I did, because I was saying, you know, you're shedding your old thought patterns, shedding your resentment against people that you still want in your life, or even that you don't, but especially the people that you really care about. Sorry, waiting for the train to pass. Okay, so honestly, I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, spring cleaning. Just focus on that, okay? Focus on your self-care. Try not to get so hyped up in a way that could potentially affect the rest of your life in a negative way, okay? And take the time to really observe and don't rush into things. If you can avoid doing that, that's not saying taking non-action or doing not taking the proper action that you need to do. That's not what I'm saying. If you need to, in order to create forward movement towards anything that you want, you need to train. Definitely put the energy out there, but if things need more time to process, then allow that as well, okay? Learn to be patient, learn to trust in the unfolding, okay? So, did I call any other cards? I think that's it. So that's what I have for you, water signs. And sorry, it's the train still. But yes, that's what I have for you, water signs. I hope that this message was very clear to you and reached the people that needed to hear it. And I look forward to reading for you all soon. So until next time, water signs. Hi, air signs. If this is... Okay, no. Hi, air signs. Happy spring equinox. Happy Ostera. Happy new moon and Aries season. So we are going to just check to see what may come up for you during this time, and then we'll get some advice at the end of the reading. Okay, so let's get into it. We have for air signs, let's just center this a little bit better. We are going to follow a tarot spread for this. Let's see what comes up, okay? Where is it? Okay. So, what do air signs need to balance, or what needs balance in their lives? During this spring season, what do air signs need to balance, and what needs balance in their lives? What do air signs need to balance during this spring season, new moon? Ooh. We have the Two of Cups, what do air signs need to grow, or where do they need to spend their time and energy? Where do air signs need to grow or spend their time and energy? Do air signs need to grow? getting rid of the old, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. Healing your heart. Let's say that right now. What's coming back to you soon? The High Priestess. Beautiful. Guess it doesn't look... I'm sorry, I always mess with these cards, but I want to get them even. Okay. What energies are in abundance around air signs right now? What energies are in abundance around air signs right now? What energies are in abundance for air signs? Strength. And let's see. Potential. How can air signs harness the equinox's energy to their benefit? How can air signs harness the equinox, this new moon, Aries season, astrological new year, all this energy to their benefit? For air signs, we have the sun. Oh, so beautiful. I don't say this often. I didn't think I did it for 2, but bottom of the deck energy is 9 of Cups. So air signs, what I'm thinking right now is that you need to allow your heart to be open during this time, okay? Try not to focus so much on what has left your life. You know, you may have been wallowing for a bit during this time, but just really trust that whatever has left for a reason, okay? You no longer need it. You know, if it was a breakup, if it was just like anything that you were attached to, that you once loved and has left, is no longer in your life, let it go, okay? Release that energy, because there's so much more that is coming into your life that is to be celebrated. It's their blessings, okay? New love, potentially, like the right partner can be coming into your life. You can be becoming more spiritual or in tune. I would highly recommend trying to get in touch with your inner being, your inner being, inner spirit, inner being. Yes, that's the energy that you should be focused on at this moment, because whatever is now entering your life is meant for you, okay? Try to have the courage and persistence towards your future in general, okay? I think that you have been too focused on what has left your life, that you may have closed your heart, or whatever has hurt you. You maybe have created this wall, and a new beginning is here if you allow it, you know? I think that maybe if you haven't seen it within the next couple of months, the last few months, you will see it very soon, okay? And whatever comes into your life, as long as your mind is in the right place and you're trusting your intuition, what your intuition has to say about it, really try not to reject it based off of past experiences, okay? Past pains. Try to let that go at this time, because it's not serving you. Being in that kind of mindset or over analyzing things to the point where like it's detriment to your future and your creative process and your manifestation process, then why even continue to do that for yourself? Okay, you're hurting yourself by staying in this energy and focusing on this. You're being given a second chance at love, at life. For a lot of you, you are noticing the blessings, but are you taking them? And what the universe is saying right now is that, yeah, you better. For your own good, for your own opportunity to level up, please take it. You know, don't just let it slip by, or don't be jaded and regret it. And be resentful because you're not mentally willing to let the past go. Okay? Trust the synchronicities, trust the signs. Anything that has been, presenting itself at this time. Sorry for the noise. Yeah, you have to really allow in what's meant for you, okay? And good things. You deserve good things, even if you feel like you deserved that. Maybe that was something karmic that happened, and you feel like you deserve to be that person under the swords. Get over it. Nobody deserves to be down like that forever. Maybe some people do, but I doubt that anybody watching this video really, really, truly deserves to be in that place, especially not for the rest of your lives. I think the universe has led you here to let you know that you have turned a new leaf, or it's time to plant some new seeds. Allow things to change and your life to change, and for the good. Okay? Allow yourself to love and be loved. It doesn't have to mean just a romantic partner, though. It can mean just giving love to those around you, to pets, to animals. Even if it's just that, just opening your heart chakra at this time is where you should focus your energy. Okay, pile my ear signs. So let's see. We're gonna pull some cards, some oracle cards. We have the Taino oracle, so let's pull for some energies that may present themselves for our air signs. Energies that may present themselves for air signs. Thunder, messenger. Again, if you see the signs, don't dismiss them, okay? For new beginnings, for second chances, or third chances for some of you, please don't reject it based off of things that went wrong in the past. Patience and cunning. Okay? Be patient. Maracas. Music and blessings. Maybe signs can be coming through the songs that you're listening to, or you're being selective about the songs that you're listening to, because the lyrics are so important. I've been doing this for a long time now. I love music, okay? I love music. That's how I survive on this earth. But I make sure It's been a long time that I've practiced this, but I make sure that the lyrics that I'm listening to is not negatively affecting my thoughts. You know, I just make sure that whatever I'm trying to manifest in my life, it's not being negatively countered by any lyrics that I'm listening to, you know, because there are a lot of like lyrics that can put you down or be focused on heartbreak or danger or whatever, any of these things. It can be like all these things, but no, that's not something that you should be allowing. If you need to cut some songs out of your playlist or out of your saved songs list, then do that, okay? Because I think that music right now is very crucial, and you know, put more inspiring lyrics. Okay, 2 came out. I've been pulling 4 for the others, but I guess you need 2 right now. So we have loyalty and friendship for the dog, and we have innocence and openness. Okay, so can we do it this way? I guess we're gonna do it this way. Allow yourself to have that open heart. Speak to your inner child is what I'm getting, okay? Making space for your inner child, be nurturing to yourself in that way, and seeing eyes from like a baby's perspective, or a child seeing life. I said eyes. Yeah, well, seeing with your eyes, or from a youthful, innocent lens, right? So looking at life in a way that, trying to remember a time where you weren't so jaded or, you know, afraid to take action because you had nothing to compare it to, you know. Try not to be focused on your failures. Try to think about a time where you didn't, you know, before them. And I wouldn't say, you know, failures. I feel like that's a harsh word, because you have learned lessons through every experience that you've had, okay? So, there's good that comes from all of these experiences. And, you know, these innocence and openness and patience, all these things, I don't know what the colors mean in this deck. I'm not sure if I would have to go back to it, but like green for your heart chakra, right? Open your heart. I think that's what's really being emphasized in this message, okay? And nurture the friendships that have taught you that allow you to trust and be your authentic self, and whoever has proven their loyalty to you, you know, just nurture those kinds of relationships. You know, they are blessings in your lives. If a new person comes into your life that seems to be authentic and vulnerable with you, then see that as a blessing, okay? Try not to jump into things so much, because immediately this is Aries season, so it's, you know, aggressive, it's a lot of forward movement, a lot of fire energy. So maybe try not to jump into things, but just allow messages to come from any kind of source, and take action based off of what you're hearing, okay? Or what you're seeing. Okay, so we're going to pull from one more deck just to get some guidance. This is the High Desert Oracle. Let's see. For air signs, what guidance or messages can we give to our air signs for this spring season? Messages for our air signs: jump to conclusions. Okay, don't jump to conclusions. Don't believe that just because something ended poorly last time that the same thing will happen in a entirely new situation. Because if you jump to conclusions, you're automatically creating that outcome again, because you're focused on that way of thinking, that lack mentality, that past I don't want to say failure, but that heartbreak, whatever hurt you in the past, you gotta let it go and not be so scared to open your heart. Don't jump to conclusions. Don't assume or think that just because it happened before, it can happen again. If it's bad. If it's good, then yeah. But also take caution. Don't just try not to be so try not to be so impulsive this season is what I would recommend. Take positive, healthy action. Let's see. Stubborn. A stubborn nature inhibits our ability to listen and see others' point of view. We miss out on opportunities and healthy change. Now is the time to take a step back and let go of hard-line opinions or ideas and listen to what others have to say with an open heart. Okay? Air signs. If somebody seems interested in you or wants to offer you a new beginning or opportunity, no matter what area of your life this is in, romantic, job wise, whatever, if you're so stubborn and focused on the past and past endings, you're not going to you're going to be blinded to any potential blessing that will present itself. So try not to stay stubborn and try to have yourself open, okay, to the potential of the goodness. Are you living up to your highest potential? This is the time to step out of your comfort zone. Take on that new endeavor. You will never know until you try. Take the first step. Taking the first step can be scary, but don't let fear hold you back, okay? That's been noted throughout the entire reading. Let's see. Don't let fear hold you back. Air signs, okay? Now we have quick thinking. A quick and agile mind is needed. Like the fox, be ever ready to make a move. Now is not the time for complacency. Stay aware of your surroundings and be ready to jump on a new positive opportunity or out of a bad situation, okay? Don't dwell. Try not to overanalyze and try not to talk yourself out of something that is good or could be good just because of your past, okay? Quick thinking, meaning quickly getting yourself out of that funk, okay? Not, I wouldn't reject completely your bad thoughts or feelings, okay? Allow them to come in, but allow them to leave just as easily they came in, okay? Acknowledging it is probably the healthiest thing you can do besides then releasing it, okay? Don't get upset with yourself for you thinking in a fear-based mentality, okay? We are all in ways conditioned to think that way, but don't allow yourself to stay in that mindset, okay? Don't be stubborn. Don't jump to conclusions. You gotta think quickly. Like, take yourself out of that mental state very quickly and see the potential of a new situation that's coming up during this season, okay? So that's what I have for you, air signs. I hope this message reached those that needed to hear it, and I hope that you have gotten some great insight from it, and I look forward to reading for you all soon, okay? So until then, air signs. Hi, earth signs. So if you are a Capricorn, Taurus, or my Virgo, then this reading is for you. Or any of those placements, okay? Any of those signs that have dominant placements in your chart. So, my air signs, we are going to pull some cards. We are going to follow a tarot spread for this first part, and then we'll go into some oracle cards and then some advice. So, for for earth signs, what do earth signs need to balance, or what needs balance in their lives? For earth signs, what do they need to balance, or what needs balance in their lives? Ace of Cups. What do earth signs need to grow, or where do they need to spend their time and energy? What do earth signs need to grow? 5 of Pentacles. So, self-love, getting out of this lack mentality. I'll say that right now. Let's see for our earth signs. What is coming back to earth signs? What is regenerating in their lives right now for earth signs? We have Page of Wands. Great. What energies are in abundance? No, wait, it's more than one card. What energy is in abundance around earth signs at this time? We have the King of Wands. How makes sense? The King of Wands is Aries, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Aries? Aries or Leo, but either way it's fire signs. So 2 fire cards, court cards. Yeah, a lot of energy. Let's see, and potential. How can earth signs harness the equinox energy to their benefit? How can earth signs harness the equinox energy to their benefit? We have, alright, the King of Pentacles. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups, which can be helpful. So yeah, definitely, because during this time what you need to do is balance out your life in a way that allows more self-love and care. Okay. Earth signs. So it looks like for you, and also for every other sign that I've done, because this is the last reading for the signs, I will say that all of us have to work on getting over our past, and I don't want to just say it like that, because I understand that some things are very, very difficult to get over, but it's a matter of refocusing our energy and our thoughts on the subject. Okay, I may see this in every single video that I create, because it is crucial to control or have control over your thoughts and emotions rather than allowing them to control you. Okay, this is a lifelong practice in order to be in control of your life. And so what you need to spend your time and energy on, because it's the only real negative card that came up, is your lack mentality, letting it go, and balancing that out with more self-love and care. Okay, filling your own cup. If you have experienced any kind of if you've experienced a situation that made you feel left out in the cold, or like maybe some kind of financial oops hold on 1 second. Sorry, I thought that I had my volume down. If you have experienced any kind of situation that made you feel left out in the cold, or some kind of heartbreak or financial loss, pick yourself back up. Okay, you need to take things slow. Let me get back to the spread. So use all this fire energy during this season to redirect yourself in a way that will bring more stability in your life. Okay? And if this means connecting yourselves with leaders or strong authoritative figures, or anybody who is inspiring to you, or that can help you get out of this kind of funk, then definitely do that too. Allow these people to come into your life. Oh my gosh, people. And let's see. Yeah, don't be afraid to fill your own cup if everybody around you is not doing it for you. I don't know why I blanked so hard on that. But yeah, if nobody else is filling your cup right now, then do it for yourself. Okay? Try not to be so impulsive, okay? It feels like when your potential, you can harness this fiery energy by moving slowly, okay? And not being so impulsive. But you are getting out of this funk. You are feeling this spark and the fire to move forward in your life again. You are being inspired by those around you and those who have succeeded. But you are being a little more cautious, and you're moving forward slowly and not being so impulsive, just because you have experienced this kind of hardship in your past and you don't want to do that again. So you're just taking safer precautions. But you are, I would recommend to take, you know, consistent action would be helpful for you at this time. Okay, so Earth signs, we're going to get into your oracle cards. So what energies may present themselves at this time for our Earth signs? What energies may be coming up for Earth signs at this time? We have communication. So opening yourself up to communicating with others who may know more on a topic than you do. Let's see, or just communicating your ideas. Weather and change, allowing change to come in. We have gratitude, being grateful for our experiences and for these people that may come up during this time, these new people, or just the people in your life that are supporting you, or just being in gratitude, constant gratitude for life in general. I'm going to pick them again. We need 2 more for Earth signs. What energies? We have renewal and rebirth, and 1 more. 1 more. We have Earth Mother, creation. Okay, Earth signs. So really getting into your earthy energy. This is a very fertile time for you right now, I would say. And so maybe not taking such extreme action, but more fertilizing yourself and really birthing new ideas is probably your best bet. Okay, so communicating yourself more clearly, maybe to your spirit guides or the universe, if you don't want to expose yourself just yet, you know, to the outside world, you know, being careful of who you communicate certain things with, but also exchanging ideas would be very beneficial, I would say, with others, and constantly communicating to others how grateful you are, to the universe how grateful you are, saying affirmations or writing down a list of gratitude also is a helpful practice during this time. Really like reveling in your own earthy mother energy, embracing that would be helpful. Being in gratitude for Mother Earth, just all these things will definitely put you in the right mindset, okay? And yeah, so Earth signs, you are full of abundance, or I think this period is full of abundance and rebirth. But in order to receive more, you have to be grateful for what you have, right? So in order to receive more abundantly, you have to be grateful for what it is that you have. And expressing that kind of gratitude will definitely be reflected in your future. Okay, so take this time to create to visualize your future, to manifest. Maybe it's not so much a fast action, impulsive kind of time for you, even though it is Aries season, and you know there is a lot of forward movement in energetically. Maybe it's not so much for you to make extreme moves physically, but more so mentally and spiritually within yourself. Okay, so let's pull some guidance cards for you. This is the High Desert Oracle, and we're just going to pull some cards to help guide you during this time. Okay, earth signs. So what cards? Stubborn. Okay, earth signs. My mother is a Taurus. I know all about your stubbornness to move forward, but it is not a time to be stagnant. It is a time to move forward, even if it's slower than maybe the rest of the world who's moving at the pace of Aries. Maybe not so forceful in that way, but you know what I mean, like faster than you. Try not to be stubborn and not move, and not move. Okay, a stubborn nature inhibits our ability to listen and see others' points of view. We miss out on opportunities and healthy change. Now is the time to take a step back and let go of hard line opinions or ideas and listen to what others have to say with an open mind. Be open-minded. If people are coming into your life that, again, inspire you or show you a new way of thinking or approaching a situation that has previously led to hardship, then you may want to be more open to that and not, you know, more open to making changes, that kind of change, or doing things in a similar fashion as them. You know, like take notes from these people. Beginnings. A fresh start is needed on an old project. Try a different approach. Again, don't be stubborn. Try a different approach. Or a new way to look at it. Or perhaps something entirely new is on the way. Stay vigilant for opportunities and don't let them pass by. Act on new flashes of creativity. So if anything is coming into your mind during this time, don't not take action towards it. Okay, if you have a new idea or a new way of, you know, a new beginning presents itself in any kind of form, try not to just dwell in the idea itself. Try to take action towards it, okay? Even if it's small steps. Allow the new beginnings to come into your life, you know? Like, step through the doors, you know? Or enter a new door. Let's see, we have protection. The hummingbird is highly protective of its territory. Now is the time for protection. We all long to feel safe in our homes, relationships, and work. Work on helping yourself and others to feel more secure and comfortable. Okay? So understand that you're always protected on your journey. Focus on things that make you feel safe or will make you feel safe or more stable. Nurture those relationships that are trustworthy, those people that are trustworthy, but also allow new people to enter your life, and trust that you'll be protected from those that mean that have bad intentions, okay? And we have partnership. Sorry, I'm not very good at pronouncing certain words, but lichen, right? Is a symbiotic partnership between two organisms, fungus and algae. This is a time to create a partnership to accomplish a shared goal. Combining forces and resources will benefit all parties involved. Okay? So, protect those. Be open to forming new partnerships with people that inspire you or that seem like they will lead you on a good path, okay? Towards something new that maybe you never considered before, but now that it's being presented to you, maybe you should open your door to it, or step into that door, you know, that new beginning. Do it with caution if you need to. Try not to be so stubborn to not pursue it, though. You know what I mean? Like, don't be stubborn enough to not pursue it. And allow yourself to form these new partnerships, these new collaborations. Be open to it. Try to create with others. Be open to exchanging ideas and sharing, you know, accomplishing things where you and somebody else has the same goal. Combining forces again and resources will benefit all parties involved. So as long as you trust that you're being protected from those that mean you harm, and that whoever those people are will be revealed, and try not to be stubborn based off of past experiences, and allow yourself to form new partnerships with people who do have your best interest in mind, then you will come out on top, okay, during this season, during this spring season of new beginnings, okay, this new astrological year that just began, okay? So that is what I have for you, but my earth signs that have come here. I do have some earth in my chart, but not super dominant. It's more generational, but I do have a stellium in Capricorn, so I did resonate with this reading a bit too. And you know, really, I feel like all signs, all people can relate to every single message that came up today, because it's all about letting go of past behaviors and actions that are no longer serving us, and order to make space for new beginnings. And that's what this time of year is all about. Okay, so I hope that you got any messages from this reading, and if you did, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. I didn't say it for any other reading but this one. So if you have stayed here this long, please, again, you can support me in that way, and I hope to read for you all soon. Okay, so until then, earth signs, bye.